Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. So it's down to business here. Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an absolutely born winner. You just feel that with him on the pitch, anything is possible.
And what's more, he brings out the best in his teammates.
Yeah, I think he just gives them that confidence that they can overcome whatever the opposition throws at them, and he leads by example, of course, and will probably come up with something.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. He's shifting through the gears here. And he lines up a cross. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Barcelona with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Romania have the chance to go the other way. Pinches it off him. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And he cuts out the supply. It's a pretty loose pass. Messi. Messi charging forward, the ball at his feet. Chouameni, good running, strong and purposeful. Steaming on goalwards. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter.
Cristiano Ronaldo! Hakimi clears it away. Saka. So Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Now it's Haaland. That has been cut short. Out towards the flank. Looking for options for movement.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Cross in. Romania do have a chance to counter here. Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about. So it is still 0-0. Now it's Idrissi. Rice. He's on it, can he get away? Ødegaard. That's going wide left. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. That could spell trouble. Hakimi. Chouameni. And it's Guardiola. Looking to play him in. Rice.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Played out wide. And he was alert to it.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Well, played right into his path. Oh, what has happened here? He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. Romania have themselves a chance from the spot. This for the lead. One 0, just one winner. Not a twitch, not a blink.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
Romania have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Vinicius Junior. And that's another good win of the ball. Idrissi, now it's Chouameni. Messi is in a really good position out wide. Messi, he's picked his way through. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score. And here's Ødegaard. He's beaten the... Ødegaard! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Guardiola. That's been cut out, well played. De Ligt. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Messi. And they can counter here. Oh, that's a key interception. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break.
That's just been exhilarating, Peter, and leaving everyone wishing for a little bit more, but you'll have one manager now trying to exercise more control, so we can only hope that they go at it again in similar fashion.
Romania can look back at a decent first half. 1-0 the score.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 4 será reemplazado.
So we're underway for the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Now it's Messi. Not the most accurate pass. Messi is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Oh, good take in a good area. That's put paid to the danger. Nuno Mendes. Vinicius Junior scooting forward. Ødegaard finds himself offside.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
And he gets rid in a hurry. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Messi. Kasper Schmeichel claims comfortable. Romania are ahead here by what is still the only goal. Chouameni. No way through there. Now that's well seen too. Pedri. Well, that looks a cracking ball. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And here's Saka. Oh, good effort! And he's there to get it away. Chouameni. Cleared away. Well, that is one way to stop him. Gives it back. De Ligt. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Now it's Idrissi. That is good strength. Ball comes in. Oh, he's been flattened there. And now a sudden chance to counter. Plays a sharp little ball here. Haaland is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And again! And yes, it's there! Barcelona are back in business. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 13, el dorsal 9 serán sustituidos por el dorsal 14.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. So they have it all to do again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
Yamal. Now it's Shevchenko. Can he finish? Goal! Romania! Into the lead once more. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Romania leading now.
Romania surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Now it's Yamal. Well, that pass isn't the best. De Ligt. And here's Shevchenko. Tries to play it through. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, that's fabulous. Delivers the ball. Tries a shot! Oh, brilliant from Yamal! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy. And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Pressure? What pressure? He feels none of it.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 10.
Time for a change in personnel. There's going to be a major shake-up in the attack here.
Yeah, and it looks like quite a shake-up to the front line. Interesting, we'll see how it develops.
Quite a game this, all square again.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Still anyone's game this, one moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won. Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
It's a searching pass. Great vision. Yamal.
Habrá 4 minutos de descuento.
Well timed, excellent interception. Now he's off and running. And it's Musiala. Can he get on the end of this? And a chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. All the big boys are set for this. It's like land of the giants in there.
And they've got rid. Now it's Guardiola. Delivered across. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that will be the final act. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead. So what do you take away from it all, Jim? Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So things are underway. Well, now here is a young man who really does seem to have the whole world at his feet. Lamine Yamal, a player of barely matched potential and indeed of barely matched expectation.
And the inevitable comparisons that go along with that, Peter.
And are those comparisons justified?
Well, from what I've seen of him so far, very much so. There's pace and great technique, but the most outstanding quality about him is his maturity, especially when it comes to making the right decisions. That's what sets him apart, for me anyway.
The ball has bounced loose now. Now it's Ferran Torres. Space for him to turn and look. And he was alert to it. Nicely shaped ball. And it's Messi. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Havertz. Oh, he's found support out wide. Look at the space here. Great challenge, timed to perfection. So no chances falling either way for the time being. And he's intervened well there. Pinches it off him. Havertz. Serginho has it out wide and in space. Now it's Idrissi. He's got plenty of space out wide. And a header! In he goes again! Goal! Romania! Ferran Torres duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Romania have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, he's onto this. Now he's... Yamal! It's loose now. Oh, he's been caught napping. And again. That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Locatelli. Havertz. And here's Haaland. Great defending, strong and determined. Now it's Messi. It's played through for him. It's Ibrahimovic! Oh, that's fabulous! He's got himself an absolute peach. And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Shoots! Oh, he's been caught on it, and one more try! Well, that's a fair try, but just off target. Looking for options for movement. Now, this could be a chance. Decent chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, that is asking for trouble. Van Bommel. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Chouameni. Van Bommel gets a foot in here. Serginho makes the interception. Oh, that's a key interception. Chouameni. Now it's Chouameni. Threads one in. Chouameni unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Pick chance! It's a goal! And the comeback is complete! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And that has been knocked clear.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Shapes to shoot! Romania are looking to go forward now. Now it's Yamal. No, that's been intercepted. Havertz. And a shot! Sensational from Haaland! That is a gem! An absolute gem! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable clutch. Shot, surely! Chouameni. And that is the end of the first half. Romania are involved in a terrific contest here. It's been a slugfest and a half. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, I can tell you it's been a wonderful watch, Peter. I'm not complaining. The goals just seem to keep on coming. It clearly means that defending hasn't been at its best, but you know what I'm like when it comes to defending.
Well, this has been gripping stuff. 4 goals evenly shared. At the interval, it's 2-2. Back on the way then. Idrissi. Now that looks a decent ball. That ball looks a good one. Now it's Haaland. Havertz gets a good foot in there. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that takes the shot! He's got away with one there. Haaland. Now that's well seen too. Now it's Messi. And this is Hazard. Can he finish? Marvellous goal!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Now it's Idrissi. Romania really looking to get back into this at the start of the second half. And it's hoisted clear. And it's Chouameni in with the challenge. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Serginho aims beyond the defence. Oh, that's a fine interception.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front... Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And that's going to be a booking. Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct hit. And he can clear it away. He's had a shot! It is a very, very good save.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Yamal's cross. That'll be a corner. This their second corner of the game. Cafu plays it in. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Substitution on the field.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Kvaratskhelia to come on, a change that had been mooted for a while.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter, but this will make a nice change.
Knocks it into space. Tries to play it through. Oh, that's an excellent interception. Cafu. Kvaratskhelia. Can he get on the end of this? Endo does really well to win the ball there. Ibrahimovic gets flagged offside. What's going wide left? Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. He's shifting through the gears and he shoots! Oh, it's come loose. Oh no, what has happened here?
Substitution on the field. Number 23, Yamal.
Endo.
Number 6, Erling
Oh,
Haaland.
can he get onto this?
Coming on the field, number 10, Dembele.
Oh, that's well spotted.
Lukaku.
Van Bommel.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Cristiano Ronaldo! He's got a goal! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So again, we have parity.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
Oh, good-looking ball. And this is... Oh, shooting chance! This is intriguing. Next goal, critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up.
He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw.
Real chance! He lifts the roof! A game of margins! A game of thrills! This might just do it! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Added time.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. He's had a shot! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Cristiano Ronaldo is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Now, can they get him away? He steps in, and that's the end of that. Lovely, now then. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card. And it's Pellegrini. Great vision. And that will be it. Romania can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt trying to win this. A throwback to games gone by.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Barcelona.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle, and here we go.
He's not the type to hog the limelight, but Angelo Peruzzi is a man I always thought worthy of praise.
Well, listen, Jim, few would question his record or his reputation, but I wonder what you think stands out about him.
Well, consistency for one, Peter, but I also like the calm aura he exudes. He'll go out of his way to make everything look effortless. He firmly believes that gave him the psychological edge. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
This looks promising. Shot at goal! Goal! Romania! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Barcelona are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And it's Guardiola. Can he get it through? It's a really well-measured ball. Looking for options for movement. And has cut it out. Oh, there's a probing ball. And it's Raul! A ripper from Raul! One more for his glittering collection. Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Serginho!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Baresi cuts it out. It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Raul.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
He's having a shot! Goal! Barcelona! And the comeback is complete! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Barcelona with the lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Ronaldinho unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Well timed, excellent interception. Havertz, and here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Tries to play it through. Now it's Stojkovic. Oh, that's well spotted. And it's Tchouaméni. No, that's been intercepted. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Space for him to turn and look. Gets a good foot in there. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He's gone for goal. That's got him rattled. And reclaimed it in a trice. Always onto this. And he welcomes it in. Goes for a shot! And he hits the net. It's level again. What a match we have!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
Quite a game this, all square again.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both.
Takes a shot! Hits off target and by quite a way.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Just eases him off the ball. Over to the right flank. Ronaldinho. Now it's Raul. He is through here. Raul purring through the gears.
Raul clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything.
Havertz! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Romania with the corner, they're first. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. And this is Ronaldinho. He's got away. Well, now here's a good battle by... It's Ronaldinho! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, he looked pretty much unstoppable there. The only thing missing was the finish, of course.
2 minutes has been indicated.
He's a sharp little ball here. Saka might just make this. And he's worked it through. That's been slipped through. And the shot! They've got to be quick to recover this. And for the first half, that is that. Romania are involved in a terrific contest here. It's been a slugfest and a half. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, it's been played at such a frenetic pace. I'm amazed it's only been 45 minutes. I'm wondering whether these players are going to be able to maintain that energy.
Well, this has been gripping stuff. 4 goals evenly shared at the interval. It's 2-2.
Substitution in progress.
So we're into the second 45. That is good alertness. Not the most accurate pass. He's through here. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves.
Haaland! Haaland! That is brilliant! About as smooth as it gets. And they get themselves in front! There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
I just thought that was going to hit the outside of the post for a moment there, but it just curled enough to catch the inside for a very good strike.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Barcelona have their lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
And here's Haaland. Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, he's having a go! And that is wildly off target.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that...
Big chance! It's a goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
It is compelling, this, utterly compelling.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Chouameni, Hakimi. Can he get on the end of this? He has found the way through. Real chance! Deftly away. Havertz, and he's had it nicked away. Now it's Olise. Now, can they get him away? Stood up well to him there. Spread out to the left.
Oh, really well played.
And he's managed to get free. There's the shot! And the ball's come... Oh, it's fallen kindly here! Beckham standing over it. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it.
Substitution for Romania. Number 7.
Romania choosing to make the first change.
Number 9. Kai Havertz. Number 23.
Nicely aimed pass.
Number 11. Bukayo Saka. Number 14. Chouameni.
And he cuts out the supply.
Number 22.
That has ended up in no man's land.
Number
Zabani
19.
promptly onto that,
Number 10.
and that is that.
Musiala. Number 24. Ferran Torres. Number 6.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Bellingham does really well to win the ball there. Musiala. Great vision. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. And that's going to be a booking. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And he's picked it up out, and Beckham! And how did he not put that away?
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
And that could set him on his way. And he shoots! Oh, wow, that's crazy! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Barcelona now on the verge of victory. Haaland! Oh, the ball's come loose here.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Now that looks a decent ball.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Time added on 4 minutes. Endo. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Aimed beyond the defence. And he is dashing away. Sabani.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Might be danger here. And he's stuck. And that will be the final act. Romania illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with.
you